Hey guys, I thought I'd just drop in and say hello and welcome you to BioFrequency Academy. I wanted to let you know that we're opening up 2 intakes coming in May. We've got a practitioner level course, which is starting on the 20th of May, which is a Tuesday, and that will run every Tuesday. If you want further details on that, jump onto our website at bfacademy.com.au and it will give you more information. But I'm going to actually run through just for you what some of the things that we are covering and the things that are included in the course. And my goodness, it is jam-packed. Before I do that though, I'll also let you know that we are running the very first module of the practitioner level course as a weekend intensive as well. Now, this can be for perfect brand new beginners. It can also come in handy if you've already trained, like ourselves. We trained in NLK, Neuro-Linguistic Kinesiology, and we just found that there were some gaps there in as far as your muscle knowledge is concerned, and we wanted to bring you an in-depth grounding and immersion in that, where we can connect that really deeply to the body. So what we will do is we will take you through 14 muscles in the foundation module. That'll be the same whether you're doing the Tuesdays or the weekend intensive. So let's dive in and have a look and see what we've got. So for the foundation module, we've got 14 muscles that we're going to cover, as I just mentioned, and we're going to look at the applications, obviously, of, what kinesiology can work with. There's such an array on so many levels that we can work with, from, mental, emotional, and physical and spiritual. It really is a well-rounded modality. We're going to look into the anatomy of muscle testing. So not just muscle testing, like actually understanding what we are doing, how to prepare your client, the connections between all of those muscles that we're going to teach you, and how they relate to organs and meridians. We're going to deep dive into a neurolymphatic system and the neurovascular system, and that will also be related to the meridians that they work with. A very deep dive into exploring our electrical circuit and what we can do when that actually short circuits, because anything that comes into life that can derail you or maybe just wobble you a little bit can create something that feels like a block. Those blocks can be big, they can be small, sometimes they box along and you don't even realize that they're there until all of a sudden you can't do something or show up as a part of you. We're going to look at how our emotions connect to our body and what they show us to bring us back into a body alignment. We'll address surrogacy, and what that means is, how do we use someone else's body if we can't use yours? That's a really intriguing topic, that one. So we'll do an intro in this very first foundation module to connect through to the other modules, to the chakras, the auric layers, and to sound healing. We will take you through some really good practices for self-healing, some grounding, shielding, and some smudging, and we'll give you a really good comprehensive daily practice or daily practices that you can take into your own life to clear energy around you or for you. So let's now have a look at our communication module. Now, this is absolutely so full of techniques and understanding, deep dive. This is a real personal development module, helping you connect more to your self-awareness. We'll be addressing so many clinical skills here. There's a lot that can happen on the table, and to be handed out skills of kinesiology that can give you obviously the ability to create change in the body. What we're really reaching for here is the end result for your client, so that you feel confident and comfortable and, sincerely competent to hold whatever shows up on your table, whether you've done this before or not, whether you've been in healing modalities or not. So we'll give you some really deep grounded clinical skills. You'll know what to do if you have a severe abreaction come up, so that you're not just in fear and thinking, oh my gosh, what's happened here? You'll be able to contain that. It's very trauma informed, so you'll feel competent and, as I said, comfortable in the space of working with people's deep issues. We're going to look at body language and reading the body. So all through that, we're going to be growing your own self-awareness, which is a big part of this, because you can only take your client as deep as you're prepared to go yourself. So that includes looking at our own emotional regulation, and whether we're good at that or not. And if not, what are some skill sets that we can actually have to take away to work on that for ourselves, to clear any of our own emotional pain and our patterns, our limiting beliefs. We're going to help you really understand a comprehensive client intake, and what an appropriate setting looks like. There will be a dive into archetypes, and they show up quite interestingly. Originally inspired by Carl Jung. It's an adaptation of that, and how it shows up, those energies show up in the issues that our clients bring to us. There'll be an introduction to shadow work, and we're going to look at also emotional points on the body, and we're going to have a whole range of clearing techniques for that. So throughout all of that, that'll be placed into what we call a biopsychosocial model, and we'll help you understand what that means and how all of those moving parts come together. So at the end of this module, you're going to come out a very well-rounded and responsible practitioner, and you'll be able to work beautifully with the clients that come your way. So let's have a look at meridians. So our meridian module now will be a very good introduction to meridians. It's really going to connect the muscles that we give you in the foundation module. So the 14 meridians initially. Later on down the track, there will be an advanced module that will come up. So we're going to introduce those connected to our organs. We're going to look at the symptoms of imbalance and how they show up, and how we're going to correct those. We're going to learn some energetic and frequency tools, and bring those into our kit. And it's really quite exciting, actually. I like this. We're going to look at points of importance. So acupuncture points, which we use with acupressure and our frequency tools on the body. The points of importance and what they can actually bring to the body to create balance. We're going to look at some therapeutic tapping. We're going to delve into master points, which help us to actually work at a very much deeper level. In our chakra module, we're just going to look at the initial 7 chakras. Again, there will be an advanced module down the track. But with this one, it's jam-packed. We are going to be looking at related issues, what trauma is held in each of these energy circles, the under and over energy that can show up, and how it shows up, what it's related to, and how we can correct that. We'll look at associated glands and hormones, and we're going to look at all of the body systems that run through these energy centers and how to bring them back into alignment. We'll do some pendulum work, so really not just swinging a rock on a string. We're actually going to go into pendulum work and what that means, how to feel it, how to understand what we're doing. And then we're going to delve a little bit more, in fact quite a bit more, into some sound healing. Moving on to our human aura module. Now we're going to look at the 7 auric layers. And from this, we're actually looking at the scientific perspectives of holistic health. So where each layer is and how to read the imbalances. We're going to give you a toolkit that will enable you to bring the body back into balance. Frequency tools, we're going to look at precautions. We're going to look at best practices, light, color, sound, and some beautiful sacred symbolism. Rituals for cleansing energy and spaces and people. And we're going to also do some work with ancestral healing and clearing past lives. Our diet and nutrition module is one that I'm getting a lot of requests for at the moment. And just so you know, we will be releasing all of the modules individually as workshops. we are offering them actually to NLK graduates. It doesn't matter where you've trained, you can do these modules. That's fine. You just need to show us that you've got your graduate certificate. And, you know, there's so much more information in here to get you on your journey and get you getting fantastic, deeply rooted results with your clients. The diet and nutrition module is quite profound, to be honest. We're looking at dietary support, we're looking at supplementation, the good and the bad. We're looking at, you know, when to bring it in, what are great supplements, the vitamins that your body needs, minerals, trace elements, amino acids, polyphenols, and so much more. There's heavy metals and mold and parasites and bacteria and fungi, and we're going to really overhaul the gut health. But we're going to understand that, not just putting it into a correction and going, okay, the body has balance. We want to understand, and we want you to understand what you're doing. We will look at the polyvagal theory and how that shows up in the body out of balance, and how to bring that back into balance. We'll also do a really good dive into allergies and intolerances. So we're going to take you down a track of allergy reduction and explore various diets that are out there in the health landscape and have been there for a while, some that, you know, come and go, you know. And just to give you an example, and this is not the full list, it'll be gluten-free and dairy-free, low inflammatory, Ayurvedic, ketogenic, even intermittent fasting, low FODMAP, and that is just a few. Okay, told you it was jam-packed. So now we're on to Biz Basics. Now, this is our final module, so we will be helping you to round your business into fruition. We're going to give birth to your business. If you're already in business, we're going to assist you in actually integrating what you've just learned into that. So understanding the important building blocks to setting up a business or enhancing it. And we're also going to have a look at imposter syndrome. You know, that shows up sometimes, you know, when we're just starting out, and sometimes even when we've been in business for a long time, that imposter syndrome can hang over us like a dark cloud sometimes. We're going to look at brand, audience, etc., your online presence, what it means to you to show up. And, you know, I can say it's not something that came very comfortable to me to show up and get in front of camera. You probably haven't seen me in front of camera for a very long time. We're going to look at business plans. We're going to look at risk analysis, risk assessment, and market analysis, products and types of services that you want to offer. So taking your entire toolkit that you come out of this course with, and then looking at your niche and looking at how you actually want to present that, which is the emerging practitioner, bringing you into now what you've learned. We'll also make sure that we cover the ethical issues in clinics, whether you're at home or working in someone else's clinic, record keeping, and obviously general administration. So as you can see, that's just a snapshot of what you will actually get when you enroll in the BioFrequency Kinesiology Practitioner level course. We have done extensive research, which is evident in our bibliography that you'll get. We've tried, we've tested, we've refined over 12 months in clinic, and you get two of us, myself and my colleague Melissa, who, you know, we've been in clinic for a very long time. We've treated people, we've had the breadth and the depth of clinical experience, and that's why we're very passionate about bringing this to you in this way. So, you know, if this floats your boat and you're looking for some more information, or you're wanting to start something new, please go and jump onto our website at BF Academy, so bfacademy.com.au. On there, you will find the course content, you'll find an enrollment form, and if you want to dive in for the May course, you know, I suggest you jump in and pop in your deposit. You can do that all on the website just to secure your place. And, you know, if you want to join us, we will absolutely love to have you, and we look forward to meeting you.